What's going on, guys? Another sports talk video here, sports talk video 3. Just want to address something that's been bothering me all day. Sports talk video 2. I made some comments about ESPN, and I don't want to sit here all day just naming names. But there's one name that I just didn't give any love to that I totally forgot. And that was Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott was the best at what he did, and when you just think about like Stuart, like I just think about it, it's like it's damn, like he really is going, and it's been some time now. I think a little over a year now. Like I said, I could sit here all day and name some names that are real good and that are great at their job. You know, Scott Van Pelt. People like that. Like I said, I can sit here and name names all day, but this is not. I don't want to do that. I also want to say congrats to Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton, San Jose Sharks. It's been a long time coming for those guys to go. Now they're on their way to, well, they are Stanley Cup. I haven't caught any NHL playoffs. I've been so busy. I haven't caught any of the playoffs since my Flyers been eliminated. So congrats to them, man. I hope the Sharks go. I hope they beat the Penguins. I thought a couple years back that San Jose would win it all. I think it was probably the 2012 season, maybe 2011 season, when they were the 1 seed out west. They were probably the best team on all of hockey. But I hope they kick the Penguins' ass. I mean, I'm a little biased with me being a Flyers fan, but whatever. The main thing about this video, guys, I want to just talk about LeBron James real quick. Going to his sixth straight finals appearance. It don't seem that far ago when people were calling him a choke artist, choker, LeBum, all these things on Twitter and just all the social media after the Maverick series. And I personally thought, you know, as many people, just that he's too great to not shoot the ball in clutch moments. It wasn't that he was missing. He was not shooting the ball. You know, fourth quarter comes, LeBron is not putting up attempts and things like that. 1 attempt, 2 attempts. He's the best player on the court. Probably 99% of the night he goes out there and play. But he's going to his 6th straight finals, which is totally remarkable in any sport. And what is he? 2-3 or something like that? Whatever it is. Me personally, right now they're waiting to see if they're going to play Golden State or Oklahoma City. And personally, I don't want him. I don't want the Cavs to win. Personally, I don't want the Cavs to win, and the only reason is I don't like the franchise. I don't like the franchise, and that's because of how they reacted when LeBron left. That's why I personally don't. I never wanted him to come back. I wanted him to stay with Miami, stay with Pat Riley, D. Wade, Spoelstra, and them guys. Seem like a Class A organization. Just Dan Gilbert. I would have never went back to Cleveland, you know, with Dan Gilbert being the owner. I would have never did that. Yeah, I probably would have forgave the fans for burning the jerseys and things like that. But I would have never forgave Dan Gilbert. In the first place, I always thought that LeBron James had every right to leave, and if I was him, I would have left. That team was going absolutely nowhere. Their front office their decisions they made was awful. You know, Mo. I know, like some people say, like I think like Mo Williams or somebody like that, or was LeBron's decision or whatnot. But you know, them having the best seed in the East. 2 back-to-back years. I think they had won like 58 or 60 games or something like that. But the thing about it is, one of those years they ran into the Orlando Magic, and you can have 60 wins and whatnot, and when you're playing you're going on the road one night in Philly, and then you're in New Jersey the next night, or they probably were Brooklyn. I don't think they were Brooklyn at the time. No, they weren't Brooklyn at the time, obviously, because Dwight was still there. But you play bad teams. You'll play bad teams. That's why bad teams can catch good teams on a late night arrival in to the city or whatnot, and you can catch a team. When you have LeBron James, and pretty much in any conference, your team is looking at no worse than a 3 seed. Just, really pretty much despite the roster, no worse than a 3 seed. And they ran into the Magic, and I can't remember, I think there's probably the Celtics, where you just ran into a big 3, and then you ran into a team that had the best center, I believe, at the time in basketball. But the thing was, the big part was Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis. You can have, like I said, you got 60 wins, but you can't make your guards taller. And when you have 2 6'10" guys out there shooting threes, and you got a guy like 6'10", 6'11" dominating the inside, that's just hard to deal with. And so I always thought he should have left. I thought he should have stayed in Miami, but he made his decision to come back to Cleveland. But that's the only reason, man. I just don't think they ever deserved him to come back and deserve just him and the things he's been doing for the last couple years, which is weird to me that he come back and he's not signing a long-term deal. Like that's really weird. That's like it. I take it as even LeBron is not secure enough staying there in Cleveland. In his little whatever he wrote, he said how it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a process, and he's wanting to come back and bring a championship to Cleveland. But he's taking these 2-year deals, the option after 1 or 2 years or whatever it is, but he's not signing the 5 and 8 year deal. So it makes me know that LeBron himself is not too sure about the front office of Cleveland. I don't want to make a long video, just wanted to, congrats LeBron and pretty much probably insult Cavs fans in Cleveland, and Dan Gilbert deserves all the insults he can possibly get. It's weird. It's weird as I think about it. It's just weird. The Cavs teams have had like 3 #1 picks in like 10 years. I mean, because LeBron was drafted in 2003. What year was Irving drafted? And Anthony Bennett. Wait a minute. What was Wiggins picked? Was Wiggins was #1? Was Bennett the #1 also? Did those guys have? Wait a minute, guys. Hold on. I might have to jump cut this because I haven't researched. This just hit me. Did they have 3? Irvin was 1. Bennett was 1, right? Wiggins was obviously 1. Did the Cavs have 4 #1 picks in like a decade? After this video, I'm definitely gonna search this. I'm gonna search this up. I may be wrong. Because I believe LeBron was drafted in like 2003. Irvin was the #1. Bennett was the #1. Wiggins was the #1. If that's 4 picks in a decade, I don't think has that ever happened in any other sport. Has that ever? I don't know. I may be wrong. I'm definitely gonna check that out when I upload this video. But just congrats to LeBron, man. One more one more accolade for him. Congrats. Just wanted to make a quick video, man. I'm definitely gonna make a prediction video for Game 7 Monday night and things like that, guys. I got a playlist of NBA videos. I think it's called Sports Talk or NBA videos. Playlist to find the videos easier if you ever want to go back to them or share them with somebody. But I'm pretty much done here. So like this video, dislike this video, do what you got to do. I'm out.